Hello! With the current school closures, many parents are having to learn far more than I'm sure they ever wanted to know about an app called Seesaw. Well, there's actually two apps and it causes no end of confusion, but we'll get into that in just a second. In this video, I'll show you how to access the app, how to get yourself and your children set up on it, how to use the different features on it, and how it can be used for home learning. We'll start off by looking at the Family app. This is the app that you, as the parent or carer, will be using to communicate with the teacher, to review your child's work, and if the teacher has enabled it in their settings, to comment, to like, or to share the work that your child has uploaded to the app. When you first open it up, you'll be presented with three different options. The first option is Family Sign-In. That's if you already have an account and you've got an email address and a password. The second option is to sign in with a Google account, and the last option is to create a family account. The first time you click Create a Family Account, you'll be asked to scan the QR code provided by your child's teacher. The camera will automatically come up and all you need to do is point it at the QR code. Make sure it's the right QR code, otherwise it won't register. If it does register, you're in luck. All you need to do is click Create Account. Once you're in, it'll take you to these options here. You've got to enter in your first name, your last name, parent email, and password. Don't worry, Seesaw is secure, so this information will be kept private. It'll ask you to agree to their terms and conditions, it'll ask you whether or not you want to save the password, and then it'll take you to this welcome screen, which gives you a brief overview of the app. Then it gives you the option to turn on notifications. That's up to you. With home learning, there are an awful lot of notifications going back and forth throughout the day, so just be warned of that when you make your decision. The first screen it takes you to is the home screen, which is just sort of an overview. The next button over is the journal. Now the journal is where all your child's work is stored, and it is possible to add another child into this same parent app. So all you need to do is scan another QR code by clicking on the button to add another child. Then when you click on your child's name, it'll take you to a page that lists the different classes that your child is in. Select the relevant class that you want to view, and then you'll be able to look through the different work that your child has posted in their learning journal. Each bit of work is a separate post and will have the folder that the post has been saved to. So in this case, it's in the class Learning at Home with Mr. B, and it's saved into the literacy folder. You can see that you can interact with the media, either playing the video, listening to a sound clip, or opening up the picture, and you can comment on the work as well. Some teachers will have enabled the possibility of liking your child's work. You can see that when leaving a comment, you also have the option of recording yourself saying something. The three dots to the side give you the chance to share or save, or to print using a QR code. To look at a piece of work a little bit more closely, you just need to tap on it. You can see that that actually gives you a few more options for printing, sharing, and saving your child's work. Looking back down at the navigation bar at the bottom, the next icon to the right is the inbox. This is where messages between you and your child's teacher will appear. No other students, parents, or teachers can read these messages, so they are private. It is worth noting though that the teacher is able to send out a general announcement to all parents, and that will appear in your messages. If you look at the top left-hand corner, you can click on your name and there are some options to change settings within the app. And that's basically all there is to the Family app. The Class app is what your child will be using for home learning. When you first open the app, it presents you with two options. You need to select I am a student. When you've selected this, it'll prompt you to scan another QR code. This time you want to scan the class QR code that was also sent to you by your teacher. You can see that this is a slightly different layout from the Family app. On the left-hand side, we've got a list of all the work in your child's journal. At the top of the right-hand side column, you can see that there's three sections: the journal, activities, and inbox. The journal gives you the option to have a look at the different folders that the child's work has been categorized into. That makes it nice and easy to find the work that your child has uploaded. In the activities section, you'll see activities that have been assigned to your child by the class teacher. These will include an overview, some instructions, and then the green button will let you add a response. That will usually be done on an app like this, and you can see that there are lots of different options and ways to interact with the text. You can move the images around, you can draw over them, you can add text comments. Your child can even record themselves as they make these changes to provide a narration as to what they are doing. It is also possible to use the camera to take and upload photos into your child's journal. Once your child has finished with the changes that they'd like to make, they can click the green tick that says Done up at the top right-hand corner. The app will then save their work and the teacher will be notified that the child has responded to the task. Please note that some journal items can have more than one page, You can see them by swiping across in the overview. In this case, I forgot to edit more than just the first slide. Clicking the 3 dots in the bottom right-hand corner of the post will let your child edit the work that they have done. You can see that by clicking on the right-hand column, I can access the different pages in this particular task. The last section in the blue navigation bar is the inbox. This is where messages between your child and the class teacher will appear. Note that this is separate from the parent's inbox, so your child will not be able to see your conversation with the class teacher. The last thing to note is the green button at the top that says Add. If you click on that, it gives you the option to upload files from your computer or device, to take photos, to share links, to make notes, to create a video, or a drawing. This is the main way that your child can record what they've been doing while they are learning at home. There's one last bit of information that is really important, and it has confused a lot of people. If you look up in the top left-hand corner, it says Student Account. If you click on that, you're presented with the option to sign out, and below it with the name of the class that you're currently signed into. What's important about this is that you can't be signed into 2 different classes at once. So if your child has got 2 different teachers with 2 different Seesaw accounts, they'll need to sign out of this account and log in with the separate QR code for the other class. Unfortunately, there's currently no way of being signed into 2 different classes at once. That's it for this brief overview of the 2 Seesaw apps. I hope that has answered a few questions that you might have. If you do have any other questions, just get in contact with me and I'll see what I can do for you. That's it for now. I'll catch you next time.